Hello guys, welcome back to today's episode of Alpine Aviation. Just so you know guys, before I even start this video, there is going to be another video, probably this weekend, maybe even tomorrow. You guys I don't even know yet. Most likely tomorrow or Saturday. But today I'm going over one airport that I redid, and as you can see on your screen right now, a brand new airport. Now, it's not very impressive, but it's just a little tiny windowsill airport. Like a Canadian airport. So I have a place to park my WestJet and Air Canada when I need more room. I just put it here because I needed more space. And then there's also a military spot, which currently has a United States military airplane there, just transporting supplies. Then we have the WestJet, they have their own, and Air Canada, basically, they have their own gate. And then all the other airlines that are like low budget, or low cost, such as JetBlue, Southwest, Frontier, any other small airline you can think of, Alaska, they'd end up parking at the gates where you can currently see a Southwest and a JetBlue. And then the one empty gate here right now is for Deltas, Uniteds, Americans, and other major airlines that just don't, they're not as major at the space, so they don't need their own jet bridge. And I ran out of jet bridges, so that works. So there is a small runway, which I'm going to tilt the camera towards now. There's a very short runway with a small turnaround at the end, just for getting the small airplanes in here. The biggest airplane that probably would fly in here is a 757, like an American 757, Delta, anything like that. So this airport's pretty simple to sum up. It's pretty small, not much to it, and then it's on to the next airport. And then there's also a surprise detail and overview of the main airport that I just made a review of, which was my last video. So I'll be right back once I move the camera to the redone airport. Hello guys, I'm back, and welcome to West Cali Skyport. Yep, this is the new airport. Well, redone airport. It used to be a Chicago-based airport, and then I just thought a little bit more, and I was like, well, Los Angeles would be so much cooler and have a lot more international flights. So all my airports are fictional because I want to fly whatever airplane I have into the airport that I desire to fly it to. So yeah, now this is Los Angeles, or in Los Angeles, but it's obviously not LAX at all. But right now I have all my airlines flying in here. Right now there's only two small major American airplanes in here, the E-170 American Eagle and the Delta MD-90, which is larger, but it's still engines on the tail. It's still just a little bit smaller, I guess. It's kind of big. Anyway, yeah, it's entirely redone. I mean, I tore up that old ugly looking airport. If you guys didn't see it, well, good, because now it won't have to hurt your eyes. So anyway, I'll be right back and I'll get a top view of the airport. So guys, this is the new airport. It starts off with a international area. Well, on this entire side, plus those two, and I guess the end can be whatever you want where the Lon Chile is currently parked. But right over here, we either have three small international, which is why we have a goal, which goes down to South America. And then we have two more small spaces for, it could be WestJet, since it technically is international, since it flies to Canada, or really any other foreign airline that I feel like flying here. Then I also have, which that gate can also fit an A380, up to an A380 by the way, as well as another 4 A380 gates there. Two more A380 capable gates there, the 1767 capable gate, as well as a bunch of smaller gates with two Southwest specific gates at the end. At this end we have one international gate, which could also be used for intercontinental gates, but you can use it for whatever you want. We have one JetBlue spot, one Alaska/Virgin America spot, and then we have a Delta, American, and United spot. So yeah, this is the new airport. It works much better than the last one. The layout is so much more cleaned up. It looks more professional, and it looks more realistic. So now it's on to the add-on details to the older airport, Theodore Roosevelt International, my New York airport. And yeah, I'll do a couple announcements over there, and then on to one more thing that I want to talk about. Okay guys, welcome back to Theodore Roosevelt International Airport in New York. And today I'm talking about a huge thing that I added on to the airport. Now you might be looking around and just saying it looks exactly the same. It doesn't even look like you moved any airplanes. Which, I mean, I have moved airplanes around, but that's not the thing. Look at what's hooking up to all of the airplanes at every single gate except for the internationals that are parked out on the edges. Did you notice it? There's a whole bunch of jet bridges everywhere, at every single gate at this airport. All made out of paper, which took forever to fold. But now there's a whole bunch of gates with jet bridges. Also, once I go around to the other side, to the budget carrier area, to also show off something else I did, every single gate has jet bridges. So I'll move over to the budget side to show what those gates look like, and also show a new route. So over here we have all of the budget gates with jet bridges, which make them look so much better at the airport, so much more realistic. And it took me about 6 hours to make every single one of these and have them connect up. Also, if I get enough comments of people wanting it, I made a Google Doc where I sized up perfectly for these jet bridges to size them for Gemini Jets scale, 1/400. So if you guys would like the shareable Google slide to print them off yourself to make your own jet bridges, that would be pretty cool. You guys can use them for yourself. Whatever you want. I obviously don't need credit, just a couple lines on a piece of paper. It'll be nice to have some pre-sized and ready to cut out and put into your airport. So now it's on to the new route, and then a couple last announcements before I end the video. Okay guys, now I'm on the other side of the airport, and you're probably wondering, why am I looking at a Qantas 737 in New York right now? Well, if you didn't know, there's Qantas Flight 11 and 12 that go directly from John F. Kennedy to Los Angeles daily. And they are Qantas airplanes. Right now they're 787s. But I read on some forums that these airplanes only have about 130 people on them daily. To the once a day flight between Los Angeles and John F. Kennedy. So I was like, so why wouldn't they just bring over one of their 737-800s, specifically configure it for this, just to do this quick hop route instead of having to waste time for a short, unprofitable route? It doesn't make any sense why they would use a 787 and only fill it up about half, when you could just use a 737, fill it up, and make a profitable route. So that's why this is here. It's doing basically the equivalent to Qantas Flight 11, but this is not JFK, so whatever number I decide to think of and call it. So that's why the Qantas is here. Also, this is a Emirates A380 gate at the end here, which has double, which I also just thought I'd point out while I'm over here, because it was kind of complicated to make the double gate for A380s. Yeah, so this is all the new stuff at my airports. So now I'm going to talk about some other announcements and then end the video. So, yeah, time for the announcements. Okay guys, so now it's on to the last announcements before I end the video. First of all, as you saw my new Canadian airport over on the other side of the room, I can't think of any good names for it. So if you guys can think of any good names, write them in the comment section below, because I kind of want to know, and you guys probably have better naming ideas than I do. On top of that, I would also like to say that I'm doing subscriber routes. To be eligible to do this, you just need to comment below saying what airplane of mine you would prefer to have fly, and where your airport's located, and the name of it. Also, it would be preferred if you had a video on your channel of the airport, so I could possibly put in a snippet of what the airport that it's flying to looks like when I decide to make route updates for the airport. That's pretty much it today. If you have any other ideas for my airport, any other things you'd just like to say, literally anything that's preferably appropriate. You can write that in the comments below, and I'll try to read and respond to every one of them. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in for today's episode. I'm going to try to make another one tomorrow with the route updates, or Saturday, depending on if I get any subscriber routes to add into the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys pretty soon. So see ya.